I'm Kevin Price with The Price of Business, reporting live from Dreamforce 2011 in San Francisco, California. Price of Business is, of course, on the same station as Bloomberg Radio there in the Houston market. Glad to talk to Brad Peters, and he's the CEO of a company called Birst, and that's spelled B-I-R-S-T. Brad, good to see you today. Give us a 411, if you will, of your company.
So we are business intelligence and analytics in the cloud. BI, as many people may not be aware, is the second largest software category behind ERP and the traditional accounting systems that are out there, even larger than CRM. And the cloud is clearly where people are going in terms of migrating software delivery, and really we are the intersection point between those two marketplaces.
Tell us a little bit about the history of your company, the formation, how you got here.
Sure. I used to actually manage the analytics and business intelligence products at Siebel Systems, which ultimately got acquired by Oracle. Was actually there at a time when the products were doing quite well. It's the Oracle BI product family is doing quite well as well at Oracle. But it's an on-premise solution, very expensive. These types of solutions are very hard, and I was there at Siebel at the time when Salesforce was coming up and obviously disrupting the marketplace. And we said, look, a lot of the same pains and challenges that exist in the CRM world that Salesforce was disrupting also exist in the business intelligence and analytics world. People are creating data with tools like Salesforce. They want to be able to analyze that data to make business decisions, and they need tools to do that.
Okay, so your company was really made in direct response to Salesforce.com then?
Salesforce, in conjunction with what we were seeing in business intelligence and analytics too. I mean, BI and analytics is one of the fastest growing categories and largest categories of software, because fundamentally, once people have invested in the base applications that include the track data, they want to understand it, they want to see it, they want to know what's going on, they want to make decisions. People really want to be able to understand what's happening in their business on a day-to-day basis, and analytics and BI is where it's at.
Tell me a little bit about your sales process, your sales cadence. Who do you identify as good clients? What is your process in terms of getting them?
Sure thing. One of the challenges with BI in general over the years is it's a pretty big heavy lift, and all the mega vendors that are out there don't really have one product. They've got many different products that you as a customer are responsible for integrating yourself. Think of it as you don't buy the car off the lot, you buy the engine, the hubcap, the transaxle. What SaaS allows us to do is to pre-integrate the whole solution, make a much easier to consume bundle. And so there's a lot of folks out there. In fact, most people who could benefit from BI and analytics haven't, because it's too expensive to get into it in the first place. It would be like if the average car price was $250,000. There's a lot of people out there that only want a $50,000 car or a $10,000 car. So what we're really doing is bringing the price point down for getting into BI and analytics, delivering that enterprise class capability. So what you find are a lot of mid-sized organizations or even departments and larger organizations where they simply haven't wanted to stand up to the large price tags and the large deployments and staffing required, and they said, look, the cloud is the way we're going to get there, and we're going to get there quickly.
Say you got a small business owner who's listening to this or watching this, and they're sitting there wondering, what the heck does this do, and how can I get started with it? Kind of give them, if you will, how that would ramp up for a smaller size company, and really how it would make a difference in their sales processes today.
Sure thing. I mean, the biggest thing about that analytics allows you to do is understand your business processes. The way I would characterize it is, imagine Salesforce is, they give you some basic insight to things, but essentially Salesforce is a odometer, whereas BI and analytics is a speedometer. What we can do is look at all of the activity in your organization, your sales organization. We can help you understand what's changing and why and where. So what types of marketing activities are driving my sales activity, which sales reps are doing well, what's changed this week versus last week, what things have moved in, what things have moved out, all the kinds of things that go on that help you understand how is my organization actually performing. And it's those types of insights that help you make management decisions about where you allocate resources, who you promote, who you fire, and the types of things you're going to invest in. Just knowing where things sit today and relying on anecdotal information is really not the best way to run a business.
So what are your goals or expectations for the company over the next 12 months?
We're going to be growing exponentially over the next 12 months. The company's already, the sales team this year has already doubled in size. We're acquiring customers at a pretty rapid clip. We're having a lot of fun.
Most of the companies here are very scalable because they're using Salesforce.com, technology to be a part of that. Would that fit you as well?
Yeah, analytics is arguably a more challenging problem than Salesforce. There's a reason why people have a challenge using Salesforce for these types of things. It doesn't really suit that purpose. It wasn't designed for this. It was designed for transactions. So when you really want to make decisions off the data, you need a scalable alternative that's designed to do that. So We work really, really well with Salesforce. We're a great partner of those guys. If you've got any data in there whatsoever, or any data that's not in Salesforce, that comes from someplace else, because the classic example is, I know what the sales reps are telling me is going to close, but they don't know what actually got sold. That's in a different place. And so what something like Birst allows you to do is to create that 360-degree view of an entire business process from multiple different places and correlate what people are saying versus what actually happened.
Brad Peters is his name. He's the CEO of a company called Birst. Can you tell us real quickly where that website is?
www.birst.com, B-I-R-S-T.
Make sure you get that I in there for Birst. All right, I'm Kevin Price, reporting again from Dreamforce 2011.